Okay guys, so I'm back and I'm going to get started on the living room today. Mike might help me with some of it, we'll see. But I'm going to start with this bookshelf right here at the beginning of the living room. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just throwing out this Canadian Tire flyer to start with though, because I don't even know why we get flyers anymore, because there's an app that I don't know if everybody knows about it. I don't know if it's available in the US, but it's an app called Flip, and you can get the flyers, sales flyers in your local area. So I'm gonna start with this bookshelf. So let's put you guys over here, and hopefully Tigger don't knock yous over. Make sure yous are in frame, and we're gonna get started. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get my wipes here, and I'm going to take this stuff off the top, and we're going to do some dusting.
Top and the bottom and the bottom and the bottom.
What? No, you can't pull. You can't pull that. That's the modem, and it's hooked up. So it comes in the wall. It comes in the wall behind there, Mike. You can't pull it any further. I'll just lift it up so I can dust.
It's raining.
These flowers are okay because I just did them not that long ago. Yeah, I don't see any dust. Sometimes I just give them a shake and they're fine, but I just bought those flowers not that long ago, so. Picture of Mike and I on our wedding day. It was pretty cool because there was a cruise ship in, so it made a nice backdrop. We got married on the boardwalk. And this is a picture, a selfie I took of me, Mike, and Kaylee, just out here in the yard. Cats are scratching at the scratch post if you hear that noise. Alright, so let's move you guys a little bit. See where I can put you that so I can start doing the shelving units. I think I can take his down here with me because I'm going to get on the floor. Oh, okay. So I'm going to see if I can angle you guys at a good angle. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do it this way. Alright, we're going to take out these baskets. And I think you guys should fit right in there. Yeah, these are good. Okay, let's see what we have in these baskets. This is my diabetic thing. I need that. This is a blood pressure machine. This is Mike's diabetic. It's the, what do they call it? Glucometers. This is a mask that you can use hot or cold if you have like a headache or something. They work pretty good. This is a toe separator Mike sometimes gets. This is all like a medical basket. Mike sometimes gets gout in his toe, so that's good to keep it separate. This is a shoe horn. These diabetic supplies. These are gauzes, which is just good to have, I guess, sometimes. More gauze. More gauze. And a phone number that we don't need anymore. A chamber for a puffer that Mike doesn't use anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Scissors for that gauze. Diabetic strips for testing strips. Some surgical tape. I got a whole bunch of, what are these things called? Alcohol pads for like when you're taking your blood. These are lancets for my diabetic machine. This is like a wrap. Ooh. A wrap if you like, it's like a sling type wrap, you know. That's garbage. That's tissue. What's that doing in there? A nail file, just in case. This is Mike's hearing aid stuff. Get out of there, Tigger. Nail clippers. And a thermostat. Not a thermostat, a thermometer. Sorry. And these are the little clippies for this. Alright, so it doesn't look like anything's really going here except for that phone number that we don't need anymore. This stuff's gonna all go back in. We're gonna put all of it back in. I'll try to organize it somewhat. That's garbage. Hold on to this gauze just in case. Hi, Pumpkin. Okay, that's that box. Then we have Mike's glasses. We have the bracelet that I got him, just in case, you know, that he wears if he goes for a walk, so he doesn't get lost. There's a puffer that should be handy in case he needs it. That's Mike's puffer. I have puffers too. Then we have this, which is going to be interesting to go through, but let me just find that wipe that I had, which I don't know what I did with it. This is the problem when I'm cleaning stuff. Oh, it's right here on top of it. I got to clean the dust out of there. Let's clean the shelf. I got to pick you guys up for a minute. I'll put you over here. It gets pretty dusty in here. Alright, oh, I wasn't even showing you guys, sorry about that. So we're going to put this basket back in here. Oh, this is hard trying to do like this. I wonder if I could set you guys up on the arm of the couch here. I don't want to make you dizzy. Oh yeah, look, that's going to work. As long as Tigger doesn't jump up here, we'll be doing good. There, oh, there we go. That's a little better. Alright, let's put this basket back up here with like our diabetic machines and stuff in it. And then this is my electric lighter. And Mike's glasses and his bracelet and his puffer. And now we're going to go through this basket. Okay, I don't use plugins anymore, so I'm just gonna give these away, I think. This hair thing is full of, I'll show you guys. It's full of different wires for like different chargers for things. So I'm not really getting rid of anything. This is just where I keep it all. But I know for sure, those are the clippies off his glasses. I really don't want to get rid of this. Maybe I'll put them away in another drawer somewhere. And maybe I'll buy some stuff for them in the fall. Because these are fall ones. So maybe I'm just going to put them somewhere different. Maybe I'll put them in my desk in my bedroom. Yeah, these are just all, there's not really anything going out of here. Because it's all adapters for different things that I need. So I can't really say that I'm going to get rid of anything in there because hearing life, we don't need that anymore. And we do need that. And then this is a box of, it's an adapter with a whole bunch of different ends to it. So, all right. So let's take this shelf apart here. Wait until you see the dust in here, because I imagine it's going to be gross. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but yeah, look, that's gross. Okay. So these are word search books that I got from Mike so he can exercise his mind, basically. So we're going to hold on to them. And then that's just a box of Kleenex, which I should be using more. This is Odie stuff. So we're going to go through it. Okay, I'm keeping his clippers. This was my dog Cassie's, actually. It's a bunny sweater, but we still use it on Odie. This is a gingerbread bandana that my friend Courtney got for him. This is a Halloween sweater. This is his Montreal Canadiens bandana. That's Santa put in his stocking. These are reindeer antlers that sometimes he puts on to let me take a picture. This is Bert from Bert and Ernie. It's his Pride Day outfit. Then he has, you know, some grooming stuff for him and the cats in here. I think I went through this not that long ago. He has a Canada Day bandana. Yeah, look, this is all grooming stuff. This is to get the eye boogies out of his eyes, even though I usually just use my fingers. An extra leash. One of these brushes that I can push the fur out of. A bow tie that goes for a red collar that he has, and then a green one for the green collar. There's the green collar. And syringes, which I like to keep for the pets just in case they need something that requires me to squirt it in their mouth. So there's nothing going out of here. I guess I could fold it and put it in there nicer, but I'm just going to toss it all in. Because I know there's no rhyme or reason with the pet stuff. I just... There we go. Okay, and then Mike's books go here. And the tissue. And then this basket is Easter stuff. And I'm really not getting rid of anything out of here because I don't put out a lot of stuff for Easter, but I like to put some out because for Kaylee's benefit. So we're just gonna put that back in. Okay, and then if you look down at the very bottom, put yours down, there's like bins here. I know I'm at a weird angle, but they have pictures in, and I'm relocating these. I am relocating them. These are going to go in my bedroom closet. So this bin has a bunch of pictures in it. These are Mike's photos in this bin. So like family photos and stuff. So we're going to move them. And then we have this bin, which this one's a little bit different. This has Cassie and Star stuff in it. It's two of our dogs that passed away. It's memorial stuff, including their paw prints that I did in clay. So I'm not getting rid of any of that. I went through pictures and stuff like that not that long ago. So, and then we have some extra picture frames here. Like I could use these for something. This is just an empty frame, so we'll see if we have pictures to put in there. This, before we got loonies in Canada, which is the coin for a $1 bill, this was our $1 bill here in Canada. So it's not as pretty as the money now, because the money now is all colorful, but this is Queen Elizabeth, I think it's Elizabeth, on our $1 bill. This bill was from like the 80s, I think. This was a note that Mike's mother wrote to him after his father passed away, and this bill, so we'll keep that tucked away. And this is my photos, and like family photos from my family and things that were at my grandmother's house and stuff. So, and there's a scarf that was made. We all had scarves made when we went to New York City. It was like a travel group of a bunch of hockey moms. I went with a bunch of hockey moms. So we all had New York 2011 put on the scarves. Odie's over there watching me, but he's sitting in the distance over there. Wait until you see this. Yeah, Mike pulled a bunch of fur off this shelf last night. It was just kind of sitting there. I'm scared to see what it looks like. This is a Montreal Canadiens crib board. Yeah, look at the tumbleweeds of fur floating around in there. There's still more. I don't know if Mike wants to keep this or get rid of it because we don't play crib. So I'll ask him about it and we'll see. So and let's clean this out. I'm not worried about the floor, if it gets on the floor right now, because it has to be swept anyway. Look at the fur. Crazy. Alright, so I decided that I'm actually going to move these all down. So I'm going to move this down here. And I'm going to move these down. And I think I'm going to put my DVDs across this one, but I'm going to leave Mike's stuff on that one because he needs to be able to access it easy. So I think I'm going to do that because I'm moving these bins with the pictures in it in the bedroom. Okay, here's some stuff that was decluttered, and I didn't know that there was a tote inside another tote. So I have a whole extra tote if I need storage. I'm not sure what we're doing with these frames and stuff yet. They got to be put away, but yeah, I got to move this stuff to another home, basically. So this is all done. Now I got to start on this because this has to be cleaned. Hi, Tigger. I didn't even see you in there. Have to give this a good cleaning. I don't know if Mike wants to do this for me and I can start the fireplace or what. What are you doing, Tigger? I don't care about their little tent because that's theirs, so. But I'm going to scrape the fur off of this. Do you want to do that or?
I've already done that.
I know.
This here is Tigger. Look.
Yeah, but that's theirs. They can scratch the heck out of it if they want because it's that little blue thing out there that scrapes it the best. That's where it's supposed to be. That. So if you want to get started on that and I can work on the fireplace. Is what we'll do. Alright, so I'm going to start by dusting this off. The top of it anyway. A lantern in case the lights go out. Watch out, pumpkin. Okay, I gotta get down on my butt now. And we're gonna start by doing the outside of the fireplace here. All right. Hi, Pumpkin. I'm going to put you guys in one of these shelves because it's going to be the best way to dust. So I'm not making you guys or me dizzy. There, you guys are up inside the shelf there. So I have some stuff that got to go back up in there, but I think I'm going to give this to Kaylee if she wants it because she keeps playing with it whenever she's down. She wants to play with it and I really don't have a need for it. So I think I'm just not even going to bother putting that back in there. I can dust it later. This is a remote. It's not as dusty in here because it has the cabinet doors. So and then Kaylee's slippers are down in the bottom, and she knows to put them in there every time she's done. When she's leaving, she puts them right back in there. So put them back in there. Simple as that. And then I gotta take the guys out. I'm gonna put this here. I'll put this down right here. Alright, this is going to be hard to do. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to dust this out and I'll show you guys. Mike is making progress on that. Look, we got enough fur to make a cat. Another one. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, Mike got this all done. I put the DVDs in there. Most of them. There's still a couple in the fireplace. This is stuff that all has to be rehomed or I have to find for yard sales and stuff. So I got to figure that out. And then this, I have a lot more space inside this fireplace now because I moved most of the DVDs out and the puzzles and stuff. So this is all done. We're going to call it quits for tonight because we got to get supper ready and eat it. And we start it late. So tomorrow, well, I don't got to touch Kaylee's toys because I did them before Christmas. So this is probably going to be a two-parter because tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll dust this off and go through this. I don't think there's much I'm getting rid of here, but I gotta dust it and clean it. And we'll have to do the chomp on the couch. If you wonder why I have blankets draping over my couch, it's because the cats are scratching it all the time. If anybody has any suggestions so the cats won't scratch the couch on me, then let me know because, yeah, they ruined my couch. That's why I found the ottoman cover to fit that. They're still scratching at it though. Look at them. Just living the life. But we'll have to do that and we have to sweep and mop the floor and kind of dust the pictures on the wall with a feather duster. I think I still have a feather duster or I have something that I can dust with anyway. Yeah, I do. And yeah, we're going to get all that done. You'll see that in the next video, which will probably be next week sometime, realistically. So, but it'll be tomorrow for me, but it'll be next week for you guys. So, yeah, pretty shuster. I thought I had one hanging up here, but it's not there, so I'll have to find that. So, and in the next video, I might move into the kitchen after finishing this, but this, I'm amazed. That looks a whole lot better, except, I mean, there's going to be claw marks in it because the cats tear it up, but yeah, I'll get this all put away in the next one, and we'll get this sorted out. The only problem with having black furniture is it collects dust like nobody's business. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Take care of yourselves and each other. I got a sweat on. I'll get a shower after supper. And let me start that again. I'm going to have my supper, get a shower. I'm pooped out. It wasn't that much work, but I was doing other stuff before I started recording this. So, and it's warm here today. It's like plus 9 degrees in Cape Breton today, which is unseasonably warm for this area. But I'm going to go have my supper, get a shower. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll talk to you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone.